Yep, and we are down to the 100s in that lapis. And I also believe now the 100s in the Alicia turquoise on the bracelets. I've never seen something, I love the way you are able to create just that wonderful bit of luster where we normally don't expect it. The way you did it with the butterscotch amber too, so creative. Your use of silver is unmatched. And if you are looking at this bypass ring here, I believe this is very limited as well. We have sizes 5 through 12, it's 925. And yes, you do have your blue-green turquoise, look how pretty, and your lapis there. Launch home for $20. But when you pair it with these, which by the way, you can see the sparkle and you can see the, I think I might actually be a little hypnotized by these bracelets.
Well, what I like about them is they're simple, but it's something different, like in a stretch bracelet. I mean, it's really kind of like taking it up a notch, right? So you've got a look, a standard look, but you've taken it up a notch. You know, it's something kind of different. The ring, here again, even though these are made from Alicia turquoise and Afghani lapis, they're made for, this was made as a standalone ring, just an everyday ring that you could wear. I love the bypass design.
And it's beautiful.
I didn't design this, but this is something I could have designed. This is one of my artists that actually put this together. I love the use of the colors that they've done here. And again, with the Alicia material that was selected for this is more on the bluer side. So it's, you know, the Alicia material for the most part was anywhere from like a light soft green, like an emerald green. Very little of the material was actually a really high blue. So this was some of the rarer material, the rarer color for it.
But Jay, what if I added this?
Chilean.
Because look how pretty. It takes whatever color you put near it.
No, I would wear it, okay. And what I love with that is, okay, feathers, and you know, I'm not going to get into the mystery of feather, but there's whole stories and stuff on feathers. If you ever look at, you know, I grew up in the Southwest, right? I grew up in northern New Mexico, southern Colorado. That's, you know, that's where my family's from. That's where, you know, where I was born and raised, more or less. Well, I was born in Eureka, Kansas, but I moved when I was 6 months old to New Mexico. So I always considered that I really am New Mexican, okay? So I always considered that home. But I grew up in that region, and all of our family is from that region. So but feathers have so many stories to them. So that's when every time I see that cuff, I think about all the feather stories that I know, all the lore. There's so much Native American lore to feathers, and feathers in their designs. So it's not Native American, but there's so many stories that I associate back to that.
Well, and then bringing this back to these beautiful stretch bracelets and the ring, that's another thing that, you know, it's occurring to me as I'm seeing it. One of the reasons that I'm falling so in love is it invites your silver jewelry. It invites stacking with your silver cuffs. It invites stacking with your silver and your turquoise. When you have these two beautiful colors together, it will bring out the color of whatever else you may be pairing, especially the beautiful feathers. I don't know how many of these feathers we have left, though. I know they were very limited. I hate to tease something that might be almost sold out, but I'll get an answer from Dre, my producer here, whether or not I was rude to show you that feather.
Okay, so here's another key factor on this. Do you see this is a bypass? So there are actually two different rings put together here. So that gives you the ability, so if you have trouble sizing your rings, or if you want something that you can wear on different fingers, see the bypass design?
Oh, it's a true bypass.
So, yes.
Oh, because they so
well, the name bypass.
Well, you know, sometimes
they call them bypass, and then it's stuck together, which they aren't bypassing, right?
It is a huge pet peeve of mine. Just
it's different where it's like it's shipped in the night.
My hands expand. I want my ring to expand. Thank you.
Okay, so this is a true bypass design. Good point, though, because a lot of times they'll say bypass, but they're actually soldered together. So no, they aren't a bypass design.
Yes.
So this gives you the ability, especially if you want to wear things on, you know, like maybe the same ring, but you want to wear it on different fingers, different sizes. This is something you can easily do. Now, I'm not saying that you want to resize it every time you're doing this, but